Good afternoon, everybody. This is Nico Brown with 9to5FX. Today I'm going to be going over four major pairs that I'm currently trading and looking into the markets itself. I'm going to go over Ripple. I'm going to go over Ripple, Bitcoin, and a couple of other. Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen here and wasn't able to do it correctly. I'm going to go over Ripple, Bitcoin, gold, and US30 just so you guys can get an insight on exactly what I'm looking at and how the markets are shaping out. Earlier this morning, we did have some very good news that came out in the morning. The Federal Chair, Powell, had to testify. The news that came out shows the current usual effect to be more hawkish good expected for currency. And if you're looking at US30 itself, you kind of do see the news that came together. Let's go right here. This is where it took place earlier this morning. We do have a impulsive rally that took place. Now, more hawkish good for currency does show relevancy here as the market did potentially retest or did retest a 107 key level right here. As we can look previously to the left, we do see a lot of market retests, going to the upside and downside in this particular region. 107 does seem to be a key level of support in this area. But one thing that the market failed to do is close above. With the market failing to close above, it created two major candlestick rejections right in this area, basically creating a double top, and have the market coming back down currently to a 106. Now, right now the market shows a dominant bearish momentum. So like I see a potential retest taking place around 106. That is on US30. If we go to gold itself, gold right now on a 2-hour time frame is showing dominant upside trend, bullish momentum, as the market is moving from June 11th, 2019 to currently July 10th, the market's been in a dominant uptrend. As we're anticipating closure above 1420 right now, the market is still showing us dominant bullish momentum. I have the market potentially coming up to about 1440 right here for a retest back to the supply zone. Interesting thing about this potential trend line, or not potential, this trend line itself, is that if you look at the numerous amounts of retests that take place from June 11th to about July 10th right there, it's going to be a solid month of where the market has respected this trend line. And, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 retests in this particular region. Now, we don't get a closure below 1395 right there, which in this zone from June 21st to July 10th right there is a relatively respectable key level. But since the market failed to close outside of this exterior portion of the trend line, the market has went into an upside, retesting a higher low right here. And all in all, I do strongly believe that the market's going to retest a higher high at 1440. Now, that is gold for you guys. Now, Bitcoin, looking at it on a 2-hour time frame, we do have the highest high right here at 13,745. Market bounced off of 1320 right there. Currently right now is in a dominant bearish momentum. Market closed below 12,500. I do see the market coming back to retest this major quarter of 12,000, and then potentially possibly coming all the way down to about 11,500. This is the zone right here, and the reason why I have the zone as a respectable area, if we go back to about ending of June 23rd right here, coming into potentially July 13th, 14th, we could potentially see the market retest this area right here. All in all, longevity-wise, I do see Bitcoin being on the more upside of things. Just, market needs to rebalance itself and coming back to retest a major support level. Ripple is actually very interesting right now. As we can look at it, we have highs of 0.50. We get a closure outside of a respectable price level right here. You can see that, if we put our, actually going to go ahead and do that right there. If we put a horizontal line right there, our key level is going to be 0.43. And the reason why I say our key level is going to be 0.43, this major quarter right here, we can kind of go in right here and just see, numerous amounts of retests that take place at 0.43 itself. But what makes 0.43 so significant is that if we look back here, backtracking until June 16th, going into 27th of June, we get a closure outside of the exterior portion of the market. Now, from 0.43, the market bounces between 0.39, coming back to 0.43. Now, since retesting 0.43 for the second time within a span of 48 hours, the market has showed us dominant bearish momentum, retesting lows of 0.37385, but then the market retested 0.40, which then if we go to a next level zone, 0.40, it's going to be our new area of support. Market failed to close above it and started to push down further downwards into the downside. Now we can see a clear rejection right here, right around that major half. Put that half in there just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Update that. 34,500. So right there, perfectly right there, we get that rejection off that major half. Now, currently, right now, the market is moving consolidated, it's moving sideways, but all in all, I do see the market potentially coming back to retest 0.34500 and then continue to move to the upside. Ripple and Bitcoin like to move alike, but right now it looks like the cryptocurrencies themselves are trying to find that balance once again. So I think once that initial retest is taking place from here, we're going to get a swinging direction back to the upside, potentially retesting 0.39. And if we get that closure above 0.39, look for the market to retest 0.43. My name is Nico Brown with 9to5FX. Thank you so much.